My name is Kристиан Рэй, and I spent my childhood in Mozambique, a beautiful country in Southeast Africa with a rich culture and warm, joyful people. When I went back 30 years later, I didn't know what to expect, but it became clear very quickly that despite the progress being made, this is still one of the poorest countries in the world. Almost half of Mozambicans live on under $2 a day. The country has suffered greatly from an HIV/AIDS epidemic, 15 years of civil war, and ongoing natural disasters. Children suffer most severely under these circumstances. There are approximately 2 million orphans in Mozambique, and millions more have very limited access to essentials like food, shelter, education, medical care, and a nurturing family. Where there is suffering, there's always compassion expressed in decisive action, and we can all contribute to that. MOZ Hope is all about compassion in action. MOZ Hope is part of Hope Worldwide, an international organization serving the world's most poor, sick, and suffering. This is done through the Early Childhood Development Program that serves over 3,000 orphans and vulnerable children and 1,500 adults living in extreme poverty. There are no easy ways to create change in a community that is ravaged by HIV/AIDS, malnutrition, illiteracy, and unemployment. These children grow up with a variety of risk factors, including high levels of family and environmental stress, exposure to violence, abuse, neglect, and exploitation. The domino effect these things create keep people from reaching even the bottom rung of the economic ladder. This is Moses. He and his wife take care of 6 grandchildren whose parents are deceased. He's unemployed and receives $5 a month from the government. This is Arminda. She has 3 small children and works tirelessly taking odd jobs like washing clothes or carrying water. The father of her children is a bricklayer. They live in a 2-room shack with no electricity or running water. When the rainy season comes, their home often floods because there is no drainage system. Prominently on her wall is a MOZ Hope certificate from one of the courses they offer. This is Mishterya. She is a mother of 9. Her husband died and she provides for her family by selling basic food items on the streets. She works long hours and makes about $17 a month. Many kids here have no parents. They're taken care of by relatives or the community as a whole. This is Alena. She lives with her daughter and 2 grandchildren. When we saw her, she was sitting on a straw mat of her 1-room home. Jacqueline's daughter can't find work. The government helps her with $6 a month. She can only buy rice, sugar, and soap. We gave her some toys for her granddaughters and didn't see any other toys in the house. This is Piedade. She's raising 5 children and sells cooked vegetables to make a living. She proudly showed us a small pile of bricks she's been slowly buying for 6 months. It is enough to replace 1 wall in her shack. It had taken her 6 months to buy $25 worth of bricks. This is Katerina. She lives with her grandson Ismail. Ismail's parents abandoned him when he was 4 months old. Now Katerina's health is deteriorating, and Ismail does everything around the house. He buys food, cooks, cleans, does laundry, and goes to school. MOZ Hope works in the real world of complex problems with a holistic approach based on 5 essential elements necessary to lift children out of poverty: education, clothing, nutrition, health, and family empowerment. And the children MOZ Hope is helping are just like all kids, full of playful energy and joy. They're eager to learn and eager to live a full life. Kids won't do well in school if they're malnourished. MOZ Hope tackles that problem. They need clothing, and MOZ Hope provides clothing and school supplies, and they have so much fun. How do you help a community where many of the older generation can't read? Through creativity, theater, and role play. MOZ Hope creates funny and creative skits that both educate and involve the mothers of the community in family dynamics, nutrition, health, and hygiene. MOZ Hope educates, monitors, and assists the community in economic empowerment through capacity building and employment opportunities. Members of the community learn how to make clothing and start their own businesses. They're also provided with goods to sell. These ladies are about to go to work, but first, they sing.
Queríamos ajudar a MOZ Hope a contar as histórias das suas vidas para o mundo. Animamos.
Regular town hall meetings, where the mothers of the community, as they call them, discuss problems and develop solutions, are at the heart of an organic, connected collaboration between MOZ Hope, the community, local businesses, and government agencies. Extreme poverty does not have easy solutions. It requires long-term, consistent, patient investment, multidimensional approaches, and this is exactly what MOZ Hope has been doing for many years. There are a variety of ways to get involved, so please go to mozhope.org and let's lift some kids out of poverty.